everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well. I've got a flip through of some little golden books that I've done. These are very vintage books, and they're very similar to what I did before, but a little bit different. Each one's unique. I don't make them exactly the same. But anyway, I thought I wanted to just show you them real quickly, and we will go through each one individually, and then I'll show you what you get with them. First, I have Santa's Surprise book, and this is a very cute book and very nicely illustrated. It's what, 6 3/4 by 8 and a 2-inch spine. I put buttons on the spine to kind of decorate it. It has a tassel that is removable. It has some jingle bells on it and all kinds of, different ribbons and things. And it just comes off with this clip if you don't want it on there. You can just put that right back on. And I put gold around the edges. These are very vintage books. So, they're a little scuffed up, but they're actually in pretty good shape for their age. I didn't cover any of this, shows, if you look at the different covers, how old they are, and I think it's important to kind of leave that in there. I put this gold rickrack on them because to me they're golden books and it's Christmas, and I thought that that's a good way to kind of, enforce that they're golden books. And then the rickrack is kind of, to me, it kind of is indicative of the era in which these books were written and published, okay? Kind of the 50s or 60s and that era. And most of the papers I've used and all of the ephemera and everything else is kind of in the 50s. So anyway, this one I put this green and white little gingham tie on it because I thought it looked good with this cover. And it's just has some eyelets on it, and it just opens right up. So I just pull these, and it's a double on there. But I put vintage lace and trim on all of the it has 2 signatures, approximately 80 pages. I put vintage lace and trim, and then I also put some red and white little gingham on just the cover part, just as a decoration. But the reason I cover all the pages is that because these are so vintage, it reinforces them, and I put glue on there with them. I don't sew them because that would weaken it. And what that does is that strengthens the all of the edges. All of the pages are intact. I don't fold them or cut them or do anything, and they are in order. So the cover is, full size. I don't cut it down either. So everything is intact. I cover this part because what I do is I reinforce the part that would normally bend, and so then it is reinforced with material and Tyvek in there, so it's very strong, and it's put in there well. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at it and go into it. I don't normally change this portion here because on these vintage books you'll find it's very different depending upon when you got the book, the front and the back. So I leave that. If you want to cover that, you certainly can, but I don't do that. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I have 2 signatures, and I covered the signatures. This is a vintage lace, and then I'm just going to pull out the ephemera. Oh, well, let me tell you what this book is. It's not as old as the other ones, but this one's 1966. Okay, but the other ones are, a little bit older, but this is still pretty old. I'm not even sure if this was written much before then. Anyway, it has the 39 cents on there. That's another thing. If you're looking to purchase books and they don't have the date on there, if they're 29 cents, 25 cents, 39 cents, they're probably a first edition book, and it's very vintage. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Let's go through this, and I'm just going to kind of not even say anything and just show you there's a lot of stuff that comes with this, and it's all in kind of in that era. And let me just kind of here, a pocket on this side, and then I put this in there in case you wanted to put that up there. You could. You know, it's up to you what you want to do. There's lots and lots of stuff that comes with it. I'm not going to take it all out, but you guys get the idea. And these journals, I did not glue things down or do like a lot of other decorating. I made them so that the person that gets this can add to it and make it their own. And that's why you do get all this stuff with it, all the extras. But it's meant for you to decorate, okay? It's meant for you to take it to the next level. See, these illustrations, I love this book because these illustrations, to me, are just, you know, that era and the colors and everything. And I tried to use digitals that would complement it so they would go together. Okay, and then this has two cards there, and then I think it has something in here. If I can open it up. And we've got that. There's lots of room to write. This has this is just a place to put a picture or whatever. You could write on the back. And I didn't add anything to some of these things. You could add another pocket, do whatever you wanted to do. I didn't do that because, again, I want the people that get this to have something, you know, to do. This is my own dyed paper here. Norman Rockwell, I put that in there. It reminded me of that era too. And then here's some more. And then here we go. And you can see, and if you read if you wanted to read this, all you would have to do is go to each lace one, and it would bring you to the page in order. And I kind of did it as like a tab, but I really did want to reinforce all of these pages too. Some more of my dyed paper. This is a vintage music paper. And I don't know. And there's a lot of little things I put in there for you to be able to just take and put throughout the journal on your own. There's lots and lots of room to write in this, but it is still very decorated. There's some cards here, a little spinny thing up there. There's another card here. I wanted to do it to where it had all the pockets and everything already in, but not decorate them so that the person who gets this, oops, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's more in there too. Would be able to, you know, decorate it if they wanted to. And you could use a lot of the stuff that I give you or things that you have. More of my dyed paper. Here's another little pocket there with that in there. All the way in. And then there's another pocket in there. And then this is another frame. It's another Norman Rockwell on here. Some more of my dyed paper. really cute picture with some trim on there. This is the back of a card. Again, I didn't do anything. You could write on this if you want to. You could stick something on this. You could put, you know, an envelope on there and put something in it. Here's some more cards there. And there's some more in here, I believe. So, I love the illustrations in this. I think it's one of my favorites. Okay, and then here you get these. All of this. There's lots of fun things to play with. Here. All right. Oops. We have some in here. There's a lot of stuff in this one too. Got a picture. Oh, I think we had a picture in the other one. I didn't even. Maybe I did. There's one there. And let's see. These. Those. These are what, 1950s pictures, or 50-ish in that era. Oh gosh, it's going to take me forever to put all this back in. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. And let's see. Oh, I didn't put anything in these two. I'll put more in that. I don't know what I did. Huh, interesting. I'll fill those up, don't worry. And then you get all of these. These are numbers if you want to make it a December daily. Here's some more pictures. Oh, and then here's some Mary Engelbright. I don't know if you can see that. Some really cute pictures in there. There's little poems and things in there. Lots of places that you can add things to it. I believe I missed that pocket, but I guess I did. Here's another 1950s picture. Telegram. And these are 1950s Ideals magazines. And then there's their little pull out. And I do them this way because I think it's, I don't know, I like it better than half on one page and half on the other. And I put the washi tape just to reinforce it. And anything that I think needs reinforcing, I put washi tape on it. So, and I think these illustrations are so good. And also too, you get these little, you know, baubles here in the middle of the signature. I didn't show you that before. Oh, and also on all of the pages on the signatures, you have little danglies on there. There's a reindeer on that, a reef on that one. This one is a candy cane. So, anyway, yeah, I thought that's where we were. Those right there, okay. We did the ideals. Go through that. And then here's another picture. And some other poems in there. There's just tons of stuff in here. Plenty of room to add more to it. Even though I stuffed it. full. There's another Mary Engelbright. And then there's another one here. And more of my dyed paper. Christmas card. Doily. And I put this pocket here. You can make it a tuck. Leave it the way it is, whatever, however you want it. I've got some more here. More here. And probably, oh, got a bunch of stuff in here. And pull it all out. Yeah, there's more in there, but they're just little things that you can use to put all over the journal. And here's some more. This is just a little envelope that has rush on it that you can put whatever you want in it. Oh, another 1950s picture there. And then, let's see what we have in here. All of this stuff. I want another picture too. Oh. Hard to get through all of it. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of it, but you guys get the idea. Put all that in here. So there's a lot to work with these journals. So, but I will fill up those other pockets because I want it to be something that you can pull everything out and add what you want, and glue things down, and write on things, and just kind of make it your own. Was kind of the idea with with all the pockets and everything on it. This would be a great journal for somebody who is just getting into junk journaling or something, or as a gift to somebody. I could see somebody with, I have no grandkids, but if I did, okay, I do have nieces and nephews that have grandchildren, and I would make this like a yearly thing where I sat down with them and maybe took a few pictures and put some in, and then read the story, and every year add some more pictures and look at the old ones and just make it kind of a thing, I don't know. I just think that's how I would do it, but these little telegrams are so cute. Anyway, it's all kind of set in that kind of era, so I think it all goes together really well. Put all that in here. Okay, so that is that one. And that is Santa's Surprise Book. And the next one is, we're going to do The Night Before Christmas. That's a really special one there too, because it is I did all of my very vintage ones that I had because I really felt like I wanted to get those out there because I think they're super special. I mean, all vintage ones are, but these are very hard to come by. Okay, and I do really feel like I'm preserving these for sure because they reinforcing the pages, and I reinforce the when I sew them in with washi tape if they're the least bit brittle at all, because I want to make sure it lasts. Anyway, this one's The Night Before Christmas, and that has the 29 cents on there, and that one is that's lets you know kind of the age too. Also, if you look at the back, it has a very different back cover, and you'll see the inside's very different than what you would see on the newer ones. The cover on this has some Santa Clauses, and I put, again, buttons on the back of this. It's 2 signatures. The dimensions are the same, 6 3/4 by 8 with a 2-inch spine. It does have this cute tassel that goes with it. I made each tassel, individually to go with the cover and the material. So they're all similar, but they're made for each one. Again, I put the gold there. And I put the gold around the edges, and I put the corners just like I did on the other ones, because these are, you know, they're very vintage, so they're going to be a little scuffed up here and there. You know, they're not in perfect condition, but they are vintage. Okay, and then I put satin ribbon on this one that says Merry Christmas. I thought it went really well with the cover. Again, I used very vintage lace and trim, and then this is not vintage, but anyway, and that I don't think that is, but the rest of it is very vintage. And again, I put the gold here, and I didn't alter this. Now see, this is different. This is different than you would get on a newer book. And the back is this too. That's one, I'm just saying that for people that are looking to purchase them, you can kind of tell by that too. This one is 1950 something. And let's see. Okay, this one was, this one is 1949. And the pages, you know, they're a little darker, and you can tell they're older, but they're all in really pretty good shape. They're really, really good shape. There may be like a piece of tape or washi tape I put on it here and there, but nothing drastic really for the age of this book. Anyway, this has similar things in it. I'm just going to pull them out quickly and not even talk about it, and just kind of go through it. Okay. And I don't even know. I might just leave that in there. I'll put them back later. There we go. All right. And then here is the digitals that I put in there. And I tried to pick digitals that went well with the actual graphics. There's way more in there. It's hard to always dig these out. There's more in there. They're just same little things to put all over. See what I mean by how they would go, the colors and everything, and the era, and I just thought that went really well. Again, these are my dyed papers. And Norman Rockwell again. Christmas card. And this, I do not remember what is in here. Okay, this has several journaling cards, and then a bunch of different types of labels. There's more in there. I just have to pull them all out. This is very vintage music, Christmas music. And there's the middle. You have these little dangly things in there. That's beautiful paper. The other one too, someone had asked last night, it's KB and Friends are a lot of the ephemera, and the digital was Linda Scrap, and then this is Artsology. So if you were wanting that information. Okay, this is the number, so you can use this as a December daily. I love the illustrations in this one too. I just like the illustrations of a lot of these little golden books. I think that's why I like making them. They're very different than what I do, but I really love, I just love that whole I don't know, maybe because it, you know, you think back to your childhood or my childhood. I'm old enough to remember that, but I just remember these books. Okay, there's a Santa telegram. And that's what's cool about KB and Friends, is that her stuff is all that vintage era. So you get it kind of all goes together. So anyway, let's see what we have in here. And I put lots of little bags and things in there just so that whoever gets this can put all kinds of goodies. But I give you lots also, and if you want to, I use parchment paper, so even though it's thin, it's very strong. And if you wanted to like glue on one of the bags or something, you certainly can. It's very strong paper, and that's why I use it in my journals, because it gives you an option of adding to them and putting things on them. Isn't that pretty? I love all the turquoise, and you know, and that's kind of the reason I picked this paper. It had some of those same colors in it. Okay, there's this one. I'm not going to put it back. I'll just kind of, and here, oh, also too, it has a little danglies on there. I don't know what this one was. Some little mittens. This has some bells on all the lace and trim. Okay, this is this. These are so cute. And some more 1950s photographs. And then this is just an envelope for you to use. There's some more stuff. Oh, another one. There we go. And some more beautiful paper. Christmas card. Vellum. Let's see here. Oh, that's upside down. Now, I haven't filled all these envelopes up, so, you know, you definitely can add a lot more to them, and like a lot on them and stuff like that. But as I said, this is meant as a starting point for people. I gave these out to gifts to my brothers and sisters, I guess 2 years ago. Of course, I didn't know what to do with them at first, but you know, what do I do? A junk journal? What is that? Anyway, I just think this is a unique gift. I'm actually making 4 of them for some friends of mine for this year. Hopefully I get them done in time. And here's another Ideals magazine. Some of these pictures are really pretty. And I always do these things, you know, kind of as a, like, an add-on like that, you know, just so that you can see the whole thing. And I don't know what's in here. Just a bunch of little things to put in your journal. And let's see what we have in here. Who knows? Okay, we've got some cards, and there's a bunch of little things in there too. I'm not going to be able to get them all out. Oops, some of them are falling. But there's a bunch of little things to put all in your journal. And some more of my dyed paper. And this is Mary Engelbright. This is her. Beautiful illustrations. Oops, let me move that. Okay, I could have took it off, but doily. And then this is a frame. You can put a picture in. You could put something on the back. There's the middle. I think this just has some little little things that you dangle on there. And here's another illustration. bunch of little journaling cards. And some other things in there. And another, ideals, country choir practice, and then another picture. See that? And I put the washi tape because these are from the 1950s, and you know, when you fold them, they get a crease and it's a little brittle, and I just don't want them to crack and break. So put that in there. A little pocket. This little envelope. It's got some more journaling cards in there. And see, that's what I mean. Like, this has a little piece of tape here, but for the most part, these are in really good shape for their age. Here. And we have another telegram there. I think we have something on the other side too. Hold on. And another Santagram. I can get it back in there. Okay, and then we're getting close to the end. I think this is next to the last pocket, and I'll just kind of go through all the stuff that's in there. Another picture. All right, and then here is the last one. Get that. Okay, I have one more journal, and this one is a favorite. I had one last night, and this is my last very vintage one that I have. I'll try and collect more, but I like to get the really vintage ones that are in good shape. I kind of go after those. That's kind of my thing. I have some really neat ones that are not Christmas that at some point I need to do. So anyway, same 2-inch spine. I put buttons on it. This cute candy cane. I always try and pick material. I'll use vintage, you know, if it looks good, but I'll go the other way. I'm always trying to find something that really works well. It has the same greens and then the red, so it matches, you know, looks cute together. And then I always do the tassel to match or whatever. And then, of course, I put the gold around the edges. And here's, you can see the back of the book. That's how you can kind of tell it's older. And then also, like I said, if you're ever looking to buy them and they don't have the age on that, or they don't tell you the date, you can tell by the price tag as to when. It's probably like the 1940s or late 40s or 50s. If it's in 39 cents, it would be the 60s. And then there gets to a point, if you see the UPC code, then you know it's older. Now, some of the reproduction ones that they're making won't have the UPC code on the front. They'll be on the back. But still, the really older ones will. Now, the super old ones, like some of their first edition ones I have, and I have some of those, they have no price on them. So it's kind of hard to distinguish, but these are very old. And I am going to do those at some point, but I haven't had a chance to. I have too many of them. I had to get some of these sold. Okay, so anyway, this is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and same dimensions. I put this gingham ribbon on it just because I thought it went really well with the cover. And of course, it's got the corners on it and everything. This one has some writing in front, but I left it because, I don't know, I just like it. And if the person that gets this doesn't want that on there, you can put, I made this so that it would go over that, okay? So you could cover that with that. I didn't cover it, but I want it to be an option for whoever gets it. Okay, we've got some reindeer here. And again, approximately 80 pages on all of these. I could be off 1 or 2 pages here and there, but I think that's pretty much, I tried pretty hard to, you know, keep it about that. Again, all the vintage lace and trim and all across. Okay, so there, a lot of this I got when I was in Round Top. Okay, so there we go. We got another little spinny thing, and I just love that all of the stuff that goes with it is kind of in that same era. And again, we have this beautiful Artsology paper. I think it goes so well with these. I mean, it doesn't look vintage like Victorian. I don't know. It just seems to blend really well with these pages. I didn't want anything too white and bright because this you can see that, you know, this is an older book and it has the patina of an older book. Okay, this is 1958. So there's my dyed papers. And this is Ideals right there. And it's a great night. And it has Home for Christmas. And again, I put the washi tape. And I believe on this one I put washi tape. I think I did on all of them. The washi tape on all the pages of the book just to reinforce it. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Where do we go? Okay, so here. They used a lot of turquoise and pink and whatever in the colors. I guess those were in at that time. There's another bag. Got stuff in it. Pretty much, you have the same stuff in each set, but it's just different places probably. Another Norman Rockwell, Christmas, ledger paper, an envelope, and back there. And again, I use the parchment paper, so like if you wanted to add a pocket or something to this, it's very strong. It would definitely hold it. Okay, and then you've got your little danglies there. An envelope, got that card in there. Again, there's tons of room to put other stuff. That's another Norman Rockwell. Some more journaling cards in here. My dyed paper card. And then, let's see, another bunch of little tiny things that I keep dropping all in there. This is another Ideals magazine. Here's the picture part. And there's just some little poems on this side. My dyed paper. And of course these little dangly things on all of the, I put it on all of the signature covers. I didn't want to put it on the pages because, you know, they're old and I didn't want anything weighty on there. So, and here we go. Another 1950s picture. And we have the belly band. Some more cool stuff in there. And another belly band on this side. Okay. And let's see, we get a little stocking there. And then here, get all these cool little things here. Another picture. And here's some more pages. This is the vintage Christmas music paper. Some more cards here. A book. Dyed paper. A card. Okay, and this is an envelope. You've got a few of these in there. Oops. And you have a Christmas card here and some more journaling cards. Okay, and then you can open this up too if you want to. And then just, you could either write in it or do whatever it is you want to do. A Mary Engelbright. Let's see, what is this one? It Never Hurts to Ask. And then this one is another little poem. Christmas. Anyway. Okay. And then some more of book. And then again, here's some numbers so that you can make it a December daily. Some more of the beautiful pages. Got some journaling cards in a pocket here. And some more journaling cards in here. There's several of them in there. And then there's a card. Some more of the paper. There's the middle. And that is the little charms that are on there. And you've got these little cards up here. And then you've got another little few cards in here. Got the other part of this bag. And you've got some other stuff in there with it. A few journaling cards here. Got another Mary Engelbright picture there. And then Jolly Old St. Nicholas, you've got that there. And here we have an envelope with this little thing in here. And then you've got a frame on that side and several journaling cards in here. Okay. Oh, another bag. Full of a bunch of stuff to put in there all over the journal. Oops, there we go. The other part of that music paper. And then we have this one. It has all of this stuff in it. And another little dangly thing on there. And then the last page. And it has, oh, I think I covered the back of this, which I did not do on my other ones, and that's because they scribbled all over it. So this is one that I did cover the back. And it's goes with the papers that are on the signature. So if you wanted to put a pocket or an envelope or something, you could certainly do that. And I give you the stuff to do that. And here's another cool picture. All right, so let me show you the little packet. All three of them get exactly the same thing. The pieces of material are pretty much the same. Some are vintage, some are not. They may be a little different, but everybody gets the same. And it comes in this little bag. It'll be just like this. I can open it. The washi tape is only supposed to go on one side, but all right, should not be very sticky washi tape. There we go. Didn't think it was. Okay, and let me show you what you get. You get some cutouts and some tabs. I think there's like 6 tabs. And these are cut out of the same papers that I used to make the signatures. And then you get a few of these deer, and then you get this cool and what do you call it? Christmas trees. And they are all stuffed in this little glassine bag that of course you can use in the journal. And then a bigger, or envelope, I'm sorry, not bag. And then you get a bigger glassine envelope, and you get these cards that go with it so that you can put them throughout the journal if you want to. And some tickets that you can decorate and put them in there, or do whatever you want to do with them. You get another little bag. Again, you could just glue that right on and make a pocket in your journal. And you get all these little receipts and things just to, if you wanted to put them in the journal. Some different colored index cards. So that goes in here. And in this red and white striped bag, you get a bingo card that has a 25 on it. You could circle it, or, you know, I don't know, put a little wreath sticker on it. You get just a white envelope, some bigger index cards, a what do you call it, card, you know, flash card, and this air envelope. Put that in here. And then you get, a lot of these are vintage. This one is not, but this one, that one, there's strings on them. This one is not vintage, but I think all of these are very vintage. You can make all kinds of little flips and tucks and whatever you want to do with that. Okay, and then, oops, there's strings everywhere. Okay, and then this bag, move this over here a little bit so you can see it. You get all these cool little things. You can use these. I think there's 3 of them in your journal, you know, to decorate with. These little tiny cupcake things. And 3 of these little wood things. You can cover those with different papers or paint them and put them in the journal. And then, of course, this bag. And you could certainly put this bag in the journal, too, as a pocket or whatever. And then you get these pieces of writing paper that you could write something on there and put it in the journal. You could certainly use these little felt things. I've used them before to glue them on sideways and make a tuck or a pocket. And then you get some napkins that you can certainly decorate with, a doily, and then you get 6 of these little pieces of paper that go with whatever I used in your, whatever papers I used in your that journal. They will go with that. They coordinate with it. So if you wanted to make more pockets or tucks or tabs or whatever you wanted to do, you could certainly do that. Anyway, that is it, guys. When you see this, those journals will be in my Etsy shop. And then I think I have 4 more that I should be done with probably tomorrow. And then that's it. I have a few others that I'm doing that I may have done by Sunday. But other than that, that's going to be it. I'm not doing that many journals this year for sale. But I did want to get some of these little golden books out because I do have a ton of them, these really vintage ones, and I just thought I should share them. Anyway, thank you guys, and thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.